Hey, welcome back everybody to the channel. In today's video, I want to share with you guys a major crypto market signal that the United States and El Salvador are now discussing Bitcoin strategies. Let's get it. Alright, we're going to start with this headline from Bloomberg. US and El Salvador discuss Bitcoin strategies and possible signal of acceptance. Now this is very interesting because the US Treasury delegation traveled to El Salvador to discuss Bitcoin legal tender status. And I don't know about you guys, but I think this is a huge deal. The fact that the United States is sending a delegation to El Salvador to sit down and have a conversation about their adoption of Bitcoin as legal tender. This right here is one of the biggest signals we can get that there is absolutely nothing negative going on within the Bitcoin, the cryptocurrency space. Let's keep reading this article because there's some really interesting points. They make it clear that this is not financial advice. They're just sitting down having a discussion. But let's keep reading. Officials from the US and El Salvador met recently to discuss strategies for the tiny Central American nation's adoption of Bitcoin as legal tender and ways to mitigate risks associated with the move. The talks were the first of their kind between the two governments on the topic, according to a spokesperson for the US Treasury who didn't provide further details. Now, if you guys have been following me for any amount of time, you know that I believe that this is absolutely huge. I think that this is a precursor to other countries adopting Bitcoin. Maybe they won't adopt Bitcoin. Maybe they'll adopt a CBDC. But either way, this is a great sign. Let's keep moving forward. El Salvador became the first nation to adopt Bitcoin as legal tender in September 2021. The value of the cryptocurrency has since declined more than 45%, contributing to inflation in the small nation. That's why this is so important, because what you have right here is the United States, the biggest, most powerful country in the world, capitalist, freedom-loving country. They love crypto. We see all these companies adopting it. We see all these companies, buying millions and billions of dollars worth of Bitcoin. Tesla, MicroStrategy, you name it. And then you have El Salvador, which is a smaller country, obviously. And they adopted Bitcoin as legal tender. And they've been dealing with a lot of push. In fact, just yesterday, I released a video. I think it was yesterday or the day before, talking about how El Salvador is actually losing millions of dollars by holding on to their Bitcoin. Well, guess what? The United States is sitting down with them. They're having a conversation. This is not financial advice, like I said. But this tells me that the United States is not worried about El Salvador's adoption of Bitcoin. They're not worried about the potential contagion effect that could happen if more countries adopt Bitcoin. Because if they were worried about that, they wouldn't send a delegation to sit down and have a conversation. They would be worried, they would be fearful, so the fact that they're having a conversation tells me that they're open-minded. It also tells me that they're not worried about it. And again, this is just my opinion, but I think this is a precursor to more countries adopting Bitcoin. I think that this is great news for Bitcoin. Great news for crypto. So I want to know what you guys think. Are you bullish on Bitcoin? Are you bearish on Bitcoin? Do you think the price is going to continue going down? Do you think the price is going to stay stagnant? Do you think the price is going to go up? What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments below. Also, if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. If you're new to cryptocurrency, consider checking out some of our other videos. We have a ton of great information for beginners. Also, we have a free DeFi for Beginners guide that you can pick up at our website. There's a link in the description. Once you pick up that guide, you'll have a better understanding of the entire cryptocurrency, DeFi, and hopefully you'll become bullish because you see all the great things that we're rebuilding in this space. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments below. I answer every single question I can. And again, if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing because we drop one video every single day, keeping you informed, demystifying the cryptocurrency market. Until next time.